Welcome back, this is Ace. We're playing SnowRunner on hard mode. Last episode we cleared a few roadblocks, including building this bridge, and we positioned a fuel trailer up near the delivery point, and activated a few side missions. Speaking of that, containers on the river. We're going to start tracking that. And we are gonna, hold on, let's go ahead and mark. They're gonna be right here by this watchtower. So we're gonna go ahead and mark this. And I'm actually gonna mark the road because it's a little hard to see. When we get in there, you'll understand why. But yeah, we're gonna go and take care of that. And one of the main reasons we're going to do that is we're going to go down to the port and fuel up. There's a fuel trailer down there, and we're going to try and drag it down to the main area so it's a little more convenient. But because it's a semi fuel trailer, that may not work quite as well as I want it to work, but we're going to give it a try. Now I could go through there and I think like that'd be easier to take the left and go around that way. But I feel like that's a better way to go out. You'll see why, because where you have to go into the watchtower area, there's significant trees, and once you put that container on the back, it makes it kind of hard to see where you're going. So I feel it's better to go out that way than to come in. See what I mean? It's really hard to see through the trees, even though they've done a good job of, making them transparent when you're way over here, but still not the easiest. I mean, it's not the hardest thing in the world, but let's see if I can do this without tipping over. Be very careful pulling too hard, because since this is the only vehicle we have at this moment, we don't want to do anything too crazy, right? I mean, if we did do something crazy, what would happen is we'd have to just bring in a vehicle from Michigan. But right now we don't want to rush that, or I don't want to rush that, because the immediate goal is to get some other vehicles over here. I mean, to rescue some vehicles. And once we do that, then we can, well, we'll still be careful, obviously. We go ahead and discover this watchtower, although doing this while I'm loaded is probably maybe not the best idea in the world. Alright, bags on ice discovered. I think it discovered an upgrade. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map real quick. Got this bags on ice, and we got stuck in the mountains. And looks like that's all it discovered. I thought it discovered an upgrade, but I guess I'm wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and try and back out of here without tipping over. So that is a risk. Now that I have this kind of top-heavy cargo on here. And you've seen how sometimes I don't know if I spaz out or I'm not really sure what it is, but I've tipped over empty vehicles before. So now we're gonna come out, leave out of here the way I said would be kind of an easier way to get in, and hopefully hopefully that proves to be true and I don't tip it over here. I kind of feel like I need to put a safety winch. I don't know what I'm attached to, that's the only problem. So you can't really see what you're attached to. If it's one of the little trees, it's not going to do anything, right? So sometimes it's better to do a manual attach there, but it worked out all right. It's just the canter on that turn. I felt like it was going to rock my truck over. That's why I chose to. That's why I chose to attach that safety winch. Wow, this truck is doing really good through this mud. Well, maybe I just hadn't got to the bad part yet. I should stop talking to her, like not talking, but celebrating too early. I don't know if you guys remember Don Beebe, but man, I think he cost the Oilers. Was it the Oilers? Or the Cow? No, I gotta remember what team he played for. I believe it was the Oilers that he was playing. I believe he maybe. I'll have to look this up. If you guys know in the comment section, I believe he played for the Buffalo Bills, and he was playing the Oilers, and it was like the game-winning touchdown that he ran 90 yards down the field just to get caught from behind, and he was celebrating it, and just he was prematurely celebrating, right? And I forget who knocked that out of his hand. He's someone that's kind of famous too. But Don Beebe is the guy that will go down forever as the guy that celebrated too early and lost the game for I believe the Buffalo Bills. And I believe it was a playoff game. So I don't know if any of you sports fans remember that or not. And I wasn't invested in either of the teams that were playing there, but at the time I was kind of a football fan, even though that's kind of gone the way of the dinosaurs for me. There's too much I'm not sure what wokeism in the sport, and too many people they perpetuate false narratives that they're provably false, but they say it like if you happen to dispute what they're saying, you're a bad person. So I don't know. It's just all right. This is gonna be a little strange for you guys because I don't have a fifth wheel. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook up the winch to the front bumper, if I can, if it lets me, to the kingpin, and that will allow me to drive this trailer to wherever I want, really. But I just want to bring it down to an area where it can be used a little easier. Although it did kind of fall off, didn't it? So I think maybe right here will be fine. I mean, we'll have to go a little bit out of our way, but at this point I think it becomes risky, right? It becomes a little bit of a risky maneuver, because if that thing turns over, it could very possibly just throw this vehicle on its side. So let's not do that. That's where my semi-truck lives that I'm gonna rescue. The Royal, but first I need to rescue the Caterpillar. Well, it's not the first priority, it's one of the first priorities. Ouch. Man, I found this amazing experience farm and trophy farm in Dying Light 2, and so I died during it, unfortunately, at the very end, but like I was fighting the zombies, right? Having one of the chase things that basically at night, if you go up to a certain zombie, he'll activate a chase, right? And then some highly, like, really fast zombies will come after you, and they drop trophies that you use to upgrade your blueprints and stuff, right? And as the chase progresses, you'll get more rarer and rarer trophies, right? And I believe at level 3 and level 4 you get volatiles, I think is what they call them, and they are like these big gray zombies that basically look like Predator, in my opinion. And they're pretty much bad mamma jammas. With low health, like if you're not like spec'd into health, they'll one hit you with one swipe, and they can jump like, I'm gonna say 3 times as far as you, maybe just twice as far as you can. So they're very dangerous, right? Then they're quite a bit faster than you as well. So I was fighting the regular ones that are really fast, but they're not too bad. And I'd only seen like 1 or 2 of the volatiles, right? And I was like, something is really weird, because the guy was saying that basically this is like an unlimited method of getting the volatiles to spawn, right? And so the sun was coming up, which means that the chase is pretty much going to end once these guys retreat. But I went over and I was like, where? All of a sudden there was like this like I see one right by this van, and I kill it, right? And then I notice on the other side of the van there's about 10 of them, and they're all trying to get in this building, but they can't because they're stuck, and because of the sun is like kind of burning them or trapping them or whatever. So I start killing them, and as I'm killing them, more are spawning, right? So it's like I get up to like I think 20 of them dead, right? They're just all sitting there, and so I'm like, okay, I can start collecting now, right? And as I was collecting, one popped out of the wall and swiped me and just killed me. So, but I collected a lot of the trophies before he did that. I haven't seen what I can upgrade yet. I'm gonna, next time I log in, I'm gonna see what kind of upgrades I can get on my blueprints. All right, let's get that safety winch. Now we're not. Well, oh. I feel like we're not attached to something good over there. Alright, see how much we were leaning? Yeah, I can tell we're attached to kind of a small tree, but it did its job. And had to be careful how hard I was pulling on it. And really, I wasn't pulling on it with the winch. I was pulling on it with the gas, gas pedal. Yeah, I mean, I'm using a controller, so it's not literally a gas pedal. The throttle. So obviously, if you were to go full throttle, it would probably pull the winch too tight, and it would probably rip that tree out of the ground. So it would not do its job, right? I bet there was a tree buried there that I got stuck on. Do I not have four-wheel drive on? I don't. I was like looking at my front wheel, and it's like not spinning, and I'm like, all right, that's kind of weird. Sometimes I push my luck, I think. Yeah, I was also watching. I watched a video earlier about State of Decay. Apparently they've overhauled the graphics on that one. And I was watching some of the gameplay, and I really enjoyed that game quite a bit, but I also tried to get back into it, and I couldn't. I mean, I was like super invested in my community and stuff at one point, and I was like, I knew everybody's name, and I was like, okay, this is my favorite guy, this is my favorite girl. But then I got back, and I'm like, Okay, I don't even know any of these people, and I don't know what their abilities are. I don't know what weapons they should have. It was a mess. Alright, there we go. We got a little bit of money there. Let's go fill up, and then we'll go rescue the Hummer. And that's not a mission trailer, so we can empty that if we want. And we will. This Hummer will help us on the next stage of the, I believe. Because on the next map there's a scout field trailer I can go grab. There's definitely a couple ways you can go get this Hummer, but this way that I go, like, it's proven to be my favorite path. But like I said, there's many ways to skin this cat. It just happens to be like the one I like most. So we're gonna go past this road a little bit, and then sometimes I have a hard time spotting where you're supposed to go under, but there's like 2 or 3 sections that you can actually fit under in most vehicles. It's like that high, I don't know if you can see the high, where the pipeline is at its highest. Right about here. I'll be right back. back. Right, let's go ahead and start tracking this mission. And I'll go ahead and show it to you on the map here. So basically, let's see. Alright, here's where we came in. So, somewhere around here we cut across. You'll be able to spot the highest point on the pipeline. And then you saw how easy it was to get down here. The other way to go is to take this pathway, and it's really not very good. The pathway is not, it's really slow going. And I just find that this is the easiest way, and we're going to go out the same way. And since we have a vehicle that can lift that, I'm going to get somewhat close. And let's hope. You know what? I say it's capable of lifting it. Honestly, I've not tried in a while. Of course, are we smashing my truck up? Probably. Kind of smashing both of them up. Alright. Just some scars. I hope it fits in the I believe it fits in the bed. No, I gotta lift it up. Alright, now we can turn it. Because if it's not down in that bed, I can't pack it. Let's lift it up a little bit. Now we can drop it down. Okay, this is good. Right there. Okay, so that should pack in. Yep. And we'll restore the crane. Of course, it's gonna have a little bit of a high center of gravity here, but get a kind of a closer view. It's that far away weird view kind of throws me off as far as judging how much it's tipping. I believe it's not too difficult to get out of here, because I believe there's like plenty of winch points through that section that I cut through. The one thing you have to be careful of is these stumps, because if you get caught up on one, it's very easy to really get caught up on it. And once you're stuck on one, I don't know. It seems like you should be able to pull yourself off of it, but unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way. You can see the tire tracks, so we're just going to go out just exactly the same way we came in. I mean, it probably isn't 100% necessary to go back that way, but we know we got in there, right? Oh shoot! Come on, don't do that to me. It's a little heavier, right? So little heavier on top. So, kind of wanted to tip there, but I just did a little counter steering. Okay, I wanted to tip there too. I'm gonna do is like try and do a safety winch. There we go. God, I hate. Now we got to bring this back in order to be able to drive this vehicle, and we're also going to bring it in and spruce it up a little bit. I'm not sure exactly. I don't believe we have a raised suspension for it yet, so we might hold off on the tires for now, because if we do buy them now, we'll have to buy them again later. So. And these the Hummer tires they're pretty good at, you know, to begin with. But I am going to put the autonomous winch on it, and I'm going to put the roof rack on it for the extra fuel capability. And then I'll pretty much be using it as like a fuel add-on from here on out. You know, not to mention doing some of the other side missions and whatnot. Alright, so let's go ahead and unpack the trucks and trailers. Go ahead and stop the engine, change truck, and we can go ahead and just put it in here. Customize. Okay, all the engines are locked, so, and we can put the SnowRunner gearbox on. Alright, so we gotta wait on that, and we're gonna wait on the tires. We're gonna put the autonomous winch on it. That's locked still, okay. Snorkel. It's a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. Frame add-ons. Only 40? Holy moly. Alright, so I think I can do both of these and it'll give me, well, it's a lot of money, but it gives me 80 extra liters. And we are going to not worry about the rear. Get those, and let's see, is there a way to get more lights on the front? Yes. Let's see. This one seems to be higher, gives me a higher approach angle. See that? Lowers the approach angle. This one's the best. And give it a paint job. Dark blue? Yeah. Baby blue? Doesn't look bad. I'm gonna do this. Well, let's look at this one. Dark ruts. Nah, let's do this one. It's pretty close to the other one, but... Alright, so... that's pretty much it for this episode. Rescued the Hummer, and I may pack this in the Fleet Star, so we can start the next episode with it already packed in there. I like the way this thing sounds. It's got that old school V8 sound. Alright, well, it doesn't really like to pick this thing up very well, but there we go. We'll get it in there somehow, some way. There we go. Not perfect, but it'll pack. Alright guys, that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.